everyone, this is Amy.
And this is Donna.
And today we are going to show you how to make a pincushion. And my mother will actually be making one since I don't edit my videos. And I'll go over what supplies that everyone's going to need. To get started, what you're going to need is a glue gun. And you're going to need some of these glass rocks that you can get at Michael's or any craft store. I have like a whole bunch of them here. And you're going to need these so you can weight down whatever item that you choose to make your pincushion out of. You can make your pincushion out of, this is an old plastic ribbon reel. And that's what this one was made out of. And you can see, it's hard to believe that this turned into this. Or you could use the old, the tin can, or the tin, I guess they're tin cans, that you can get from Michael's. Or you could use Frisky cans, or any type of tuna can, anything. And that's what this one was made out of. That's a little Frisky's can there. And this one is made out of...
it's a black olive can.
A black olive can. And then that one is made out of...
I think that's a hairspray can lid.
Oh, it's a lid.
Yeah, it's a plastic lid.
A plastic lid. So the sky's the limit. You can pretty much make a pincushion out of anything that you have.
Tuna cans or anything like that.
And then you're also going to need extra glue sticks because it does take a lot of glue, especially when you're gluing in your river rock to weight down the can. You can see there. And any laces or trims that you want to embellish it with. You're also going to need some felt. And my mom will go over all of that with you. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and get started.
Alrighty.
Oh, and of course you're going to need your material. Most importantly, you're going to need your material. Sorry, Mom. Okay.
Okay, speaking of material, I've got to show you this here. It's silk. I bought a little tidy child's dress yesterday at the yard sales for 50 cents. And out of that, we're going to each get a pincushion. And I cut off this, which I'm going to use for trim. It was like the seam I cut apart. And then I got this beautiful flower. Remember, when you do silk, you can't melt them with a lighter. All you can do is like trim off those threads with a lighter. And then I Mod Podged that and just glued them together like in a lollipop. And this is a handmade button with the pearls and the pearl to center. I just glued together with crystal accents.
Did you edge the edges with the...
I did. I used the brown chalk from the color box.
That's very pretty. I love that flower.
Okay. First thing we're going to do is... this.
Oh, and you're going to need fiber fill too. Sorry.
Okay. There's a... you have to have a bag of fiber fill if you're going to make these, but I just take a handful. I don't know how much. According to your can, how big your can is, I just take a handful. Now see, that would be way too little. But this here, and you think it's going to be a lot, but it's actually not. What I do is I get that in a little tight ball. It has to be tight. And I get this piece here. Amy, I forgot to get the gum bands.
Uh-oh, hold on. Alright.
And then you're going to take a gum band and tie this together with a band, rubber band. Just so you keep it in a ball shape. It's just easier to, it doesn't even have to be neat because you're going to cover all that up. And there's your little ball shape. And then you're going to take and put that in the center of your fabric. Bring all this fabric up. And I already have one done because it does take a while to mess with this. But just get it in a tight ball around that fiber fill. And work with it till you get it neat. It's neat. It's best to get it neat now because it's harder to do once it's in the can. And yeah, kind of tuck those in. And then put another rubber band on here. I can't do this because this is Amy's fabric and she wants to make one. And then after the gum band's on, I cut this all off as short as I can, close to the rubber band. So that would be your pincushion part. Then you
show them what it looks like when it's all done.
Oh, here's what it looks like when it's done and trimmed. And I was looking to Amy. I thought, you know what, that would make a nice flower. Yeah,
oh my gosh,
singe
it
those
would.
edges off. That would really be nice. There's your little crystal ball when you're done. Then you're going to take and squish this down.
Oh, wait 1 second, because you have to tell me you have to glue that.
Oh,
the glass
yeah,
beads.
I glued these glass beads for weight in their can. So then you're going to take and just put glue all over this thing here.
Excuse my dirty glue gun. Did you have to really show that, Mother?
And push it down in there. Now there's one little detail on this Fancy Feast can if you use these. There's one piece around the inside edge that is really sharp, so either just beware of that or I smashed it down with a pair of pliers before I started. So then when you get this, just take some glue down in there and kind of glue that together. Make sure it's all in there neat. Keep pushing down on it and that'll keep that neat and tidy for you. Just like that. Then you'll have your little pincushion. Make sure it's nice and firm because you don't want your pins to be, you're pulling out your fabric when you're, put your pins in there. Okay. And so then you take your black felt and you can also use material. I used material on this one. It's from my quilting days. Little piece of fabric. And this was a wedding dress. And I have the silk underneath. And this was the trim off the wedding dress. But if you use the thinner fabric, then you want to put quilt batting, the real thin quilt batting. The natural quilt batting underneath there, because it just gives a nicer look to it. But if you use the felt, you don't have to do that. And then you start putting that felt on. Measure around and just, you don't have to be real neat. I'm not going to be neat because we're going to be running out of time. Just hot glue that the whole way around. Like so. Just make it sure it's secure. And that doesn't even matter, this part here that's showing, because you're going to be covering that with your trims.
That's my little Yorkie down there. I have
my scissors.
Babysitter.
Just trim that off there and you'll be good. And then when you're working with the rest of your trims, always make sure you start at this where you ended on that felt, because this can be where you're going to put your front embellishments and then you won't see your seams. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this trim here. Go back to your start. I'm going to glue that around there. You can use any trims you want. I just had these pieces laying down home and brought them up over here on my little craft traveling kit tray. Just glue that around. Makes it look like a little old-fashioned hat. I'm just going to trim that right off there. And that's your top one. And then I think I was going to put this on here, but I'm not. Do I have time to put that on? No. Okay, I wanted to layer this up a little bit, which you can too, but see how pretty that would look? But this is the one here, then I'd put another piece on the bottom.
Hurry up.
Amy's rushing me, so everything's sticking to me now.
No pressure,
My
Mother.
hands are shaky and my knees are weak. Okay. But that just gives you an idea what it's going to look like. And then this here is what I was going to use for an embellishment, but I'll go back to my... And this is one of those plastic bling things, and I glued the pearls around it with crystal accents and this little button in the center. But it would go on, I'll start here, it would go there, but you get the idea of it. And then I was going to put a little feather in there. And that would be your pincushion. So I think it's very pretty. You can give them a try, and then
super easy to make, super quick. They're addicting to make.
Show us your finished products when you're done. But it goes something like that. Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Beautiful.
Oh,
I love it.
okay.
I love it. Can't wait to go make one.
Oh, well, we're going to do that.
But thanks everybody for tuning in and watching. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye. Say bye.
Oh, goodbye.